Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Sunday or whenever you're watching. We are back to our one and done 1978 tournament using Out of the Park Baseball 19, and we're down to our final four. We are down to our final four. And our first final four matchup will pit one of our surprise teams, the Atlanta Braves, taking on the Kansas City Royals. The Royals in 1978 finished 92-70. They won the American League West and would lose to the Red Sox. I'm sorry, I wish they lost to the Red Sox in 1978. See, I'm still blocking that out of my mind. They would lose to the Yankees for the American League Championship. The Atlanta Braves were god-awful. 69-93. I will be managing the Braves. And we actually have a decent pitching matchup here. We have Phil Niekro on the mound against Larry Gura, so we have a shot. And the computer sim engine and the door rings because why can't I get a stream in? I shall be back in a moment. We have doorbell delay. And we're back from doorbell delay. All right, well, let's get this thing started before everything falls apart. All righty. Leading off for the Kansas City Royals, and they will be managed by the Out of the Park Baseball 19 sim engine. I will be managing the Atlanta Braves. George Brett, and he is playing third base. Batting second, the designated hitter, Hal McRae. Batting third, the center fielder, Amos Otis. Batting fourth, doing the catching, Darrell Porter. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Al Cowens. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Clint Hurdle. Batting seventh, playing second base, Frank White. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Steve Braun. Batting ninth, the little general, the shortstop, Freddie Patek. And on the mound, towing the rubber for the Royals, and I hope to give them a championship berth in this Final Four, Larry Gura, 16-4 with an ERA of 2.72. For the Atlanta Braves, the team I'll be managing, Jerry Royster will be leading off, playing second. Batting second, playing right field, is Sarge Gary Matthews. Batting third, left fielder Jeff Burrows. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Bob Horner. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Rod Gildreth. Batting seventh, a very young Dale Murphy, and he's playing first base. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Darrell Chaney. Batting eighth, doing the catching, blame it on the Biff Pocaroba. Batting ninth, in center field, Roland Office. On the hill, hoping to give this Cinderella team one more game of life, the knuckleballer Phil Niekro. 19-18 in 1978 for a horrendous Atlanta Braves team with a 2.88 earned run average. In the chat, we have Phantomatic and Glenn Perot. Thank you for joining us here at the stadium. Time to play ball. So once again on the mound for the Braves, Phil Niekro. Quality of pitches, 10 out of 10. Holding runners on, 5 out of 10. Stamina, 10 out of 10. Quality of pitches, 5 out of 10. Movement, 9 out of 10. Control, 7 out of 10. Excellent pitcher, the knuckleballer. Behind the plate, and we can't see it, it's Biff Pocoroba. And let's see if we can get a different view here. Let's do overhead. Yeah, it's better. Except now we lose that. Well, we'll switch back to the other one. So Biff Pocoroba, 7 out of 10 catching arm, 8 out of 10 defense behind the plate. Horner, 6 out of 10 defense at third. Cheney, 7 out of 10 at short. Royster, below average at second, 4 out of 10. Dale Murphy, average at first, 5 out of 10. Jeff Burrows is in left, 6 out of 10 defense and 10 out of 10 arm. Roland Office, excellent in center, 8 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. And Gary Matthews is in right, 7 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. Here comes George Brett. Brett in 1978 batted .294 with 9 homers and 62 runners knocked in. In the tournament in 3 games, he's batting .467 with 2 ribbies and no homers. He's a spray hitter, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Necro to Brett, 1-1 count, ball game on its way. The winner goes to the finals. Ground ball to Royster at second. He throws to first, 1 down. Good start for Phil Necro, the knuckleballer. Stepping to the plate, Hal McRae, the designated hitter. In 1978, he batted .273, 16 homers, 72 runners knocked in. In the tournament, .333, a home run and 5 ribbies, 6 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 for power and eye. Right-handed pull hitter. Braves infield will shift left. Outfield plays straight away and normal. Pocoroba sets the target. Here's the knuckleballer to McRae. 2-2 count. And he strikes him out. Gets him looking. The flutter ball gets him. 2 up, 2 down. Striding to the plate. Right-handed batting center fielder Amos Otis. Otis in 78. .298, 22 homers, 96 ribbies. In the tournament, .308, 2 home runs and 8 runners knocked in. 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Necro looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He nods his head. The flutter ball flies forth. Full count. Ground ball up the middle and through to center. No 1-2-3 inning. Amos Otis moves the line. Here comes the cleanup hitter. The catcher, Darrell Porter. In 78, he batted .265, 18 homers, 78 runners knocked in. 6 out of 10 for contact and power, 7 out of 10 for eye. Left-handed pull hitter. Braves go hard shift right in the infield. And the outfield will shift right. Otis, excellent base runner at first. Murphy holding him on. Necro takes a peek over. Picks up the sign from Biff Pocoroba. He kicks and deals. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the knuckleball. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here in Atlanta. Hello, Bubba Husky, and hello, Beatles eternally. Due up for the Braves, Royster, Matthews, and Burrows to face Larry Gurra. Gurra hoping to pitch the Royals into the championship game in 1978. He was 16-4 with a 2.72 earned run average. 10 out of 10 stamina, 10 out of 10 holding runners on. Quality of pitches below average, 3 out of 10, but movement's excellent, 8 out of 10, and control is very good, 7 out of 10. He has pitched 2 1/3 innings out of the bullpen in this tournament, and he has a victory. Now he gets the start and the opportunity to move the Royals into the championship game. Behind the plate is Darrell Porter, 8 out of 10 catching arm, 9 out of 10 defense. Brett, 8 out of 10 defense at third. Podtek, average at short, 5 out of 10. White, excellent at second, 8 out of 10. And Clint Hurdle, below average, 4 out of 10 at first. Steve Braun's in left, 7 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. Amos Otis is in center, very good, 8 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. The same with Al Collins in right, 8 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. And here's Jerry Royster. And in 1978, Jerry batted .259, 2 homers, 35 runners knocked in. In the tournament, batting .235, he's 4 for 17 with a ribby. Right-handed normal hitter, excellent bunter, 8 out of 10 when it comes to bunting for a hit. 6 out of 10 contact, very little power, 1 out of 10. His eye, 6 out of 10. He will attempt the drag bunt. Here's the pitch. He puts the bunt down the third base line. Brett comes charging in. The throw, not in time. A great bunt by Royster. And he catches the Royals napping there, so a leadoff runner's on the bunt base hit. Royster, very speedy, 8 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Hurdle will hold him on. And Gary Matthews, Sarge, strides to the plate. He's batting .188 in the tournament. He does have a homer and 3 ribbies. And in 78, Matthews batted .285 with 18 home runs and 62 runners knocked in. 7s across the board against left-handed pitching for contact, power, and eye. We're going to play hit and run. There goes the runner. That's a base hit to right. Royster hits second and heads on to third. Hit and run to perfection. Runners on the corners, no out. Sarge comes through on the hit and run. And the Braves put the pressure right away on the Royals. Jeff Burrows strides to the plate, left fielder. In the tournament, batting .385, a home run and 3 runners knocked in. It's 1978. For the year, he batted .301, 23 home runs and 77 runners knocked in. 7 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, excellent eye, 10 out of 10 against left-handed pitching. Royster's at third, Matthews is at first. Solid base runner there, 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Gura picks up the sign from Porter. He deals to Burrows. 2-2 count, Burrows right side and through. 1-0 Braves. Matthews hits second base. He's fast. Collins has a cannon for an arm. He will hold. So it's first and second. And the Braves jump out on top 1-0. Cinderella has not yet heard the bells toll 12. Midnight has not come yet for Cinderella. Burrows very slow at first. Matthews at second. And that will bring Bob Horner, the third baseman, to the plate. Horner, in 78 rookie year, .266, 23 home runs, 66 runners knocked in. In the tournament, he's 1 for 14. No home runs, no ribbies. Chance to knock in his first run with Sarge at second. 5 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Burrows, a right-handed pull hitter. Royals play their infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Gura takes a peek over his shoulder. White cheats towards the bag. Gura picks up the sign from Porter. Here's the pitch to Horner. 2-0 count. And Horner bloops one into left. Coming on is Brahm. He makes the catch for out number 1. Retreating back to their bases are Matthews and Burrows. 1 out, 2 on for the designated hitter, Rod Gilbreth. He is 3 for 13 in the tournament. No homers, no ribbies, .231 batting average, 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. In 78, he batted .245 with 3 home runs and 31 runners knocked in. Right-handed pull hitter. 1 out, 2 on. Gura's ready to work. He deals to Gilbreth. 1-1 count. Gilbreth swings, and that's a pop-up left side. And calling off the shortstop is the third baseman, Brett. And there's 2 down as he calls off little General Freddie Pata. 2 outs, 2 on, 1-0 Braves. Here comes the youngster Dale Murphy. Murphy, 2 for 12 with a ribby, 167 batting average, 4 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Murphy in 78 for the full season, .226, 23 homers, 79 runners knocked in. Matthews and Burrows will be off on contact. Murphy awaits the Larry Gura offering, pitch homeward bound. Murphy swings at the first pitch and he punches it to center field. Matthews hits third. He's a fast runner. Amos Otis has a cannon for an arm. Cheney's on deck. They will wave. Here comes a throw to the plate. Oh my God, he is gunned out. Blocking the plate was Porter. Matthews protests, thought he had his hand in, but he is out. What a throw by Amos Otis. The Braves only get one. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Atlanta. Let's watch that replay over. That was a close play at the plate. There's still some arguing or chirping coming from the Braves dugout. As Murphy sends that ball to center, Amos Otis puts a good charge on it, quick release, and here's a throw, and Porter blocks the plate. He makes the tag as he blocked the plate. So we have controversy in Atlanta. Due up for the Royals, Collins, Hurdle, and White to face Phil Niekro. Al Collins in 1978, 274, 5 homers, 63 ribbies. In the tournament, 267 with no home runs, no ribbies, 7 out of 10 contact, very little power, 2 out of 10, and an eye he will chase below average, 4 out of 10. Niekro is ready to work. He deals to Al Collins, 3-1 count, and there's ball 4. Pocaruba tried to frame the knuckler. Tying run at first, Collins 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Murphy holds him on. At the plate now is the first baseman, Clint Hurdle for the Royals. In 1978, 264, 7 homers, 56 runners knocked in. In the tournament, he is 2 for 6. That's a .333 batting average. No homers, no ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 eye. Left-handed pull hitter. Atlanta's infield will go hard shift right. The outfield will play straight away and normal. Niekro throws over to first, and Collins just dives back. He was leaning. Collins was leaning. Again, Niekro looks to first. Knuckleball flies fourth towards the plate, and Clint Hurdle 1-2. Swing and a miss. He gets Hurdle on the knuckler. That's 3 strikeouts for Niekro. 1 out, 1 on. And here's Frank White. Niekro hopes to induce a double play ball. White in 1978 batted .275, 7 home runs, 50 runners knocked in. In the tournament, 154 with 3 ribbies, no home runs. 7 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power. He too will chase, 4 out of 10 eye. Again, Niekro looks towards first. Murphy holding Collins on. Here's the pitch to White. 1-1 count. And that ball's punched to shallow left. Coming in is Burrows, and he makes the catch. 2 down, retreating back to first is Al Collins. Now bring up Steve Braun, the left fielder. In 1978, 263, no home runs, 14 ribbies. In the tournament, 1 for 6, no homers, no ribbies. That's a 167 batting average. 5 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 on. Left-handed normal hitter. Collins will be off on contact. Niekro looks towards first once again. Picks up the sign from Pocaruba. Speak of the English, Al. Here's the pitch to Braun. 1-2. And shallow fly ball to center. Coming in, and making the catch is Office. The side is retired. To the joy of the Atlanta Braves fans. Dave Little has joined us in the chat. Hope all is well. Thank you for stopping by. Due up in the bottom of the second for the Braves, Cheney, Pocaruba, and Office, the bottom third of the order to face Larry Gura. Braves up 1-0. Darrell Cheney in 1978, 224, 3 home runs, 20 runners knocked in. In the tournament, 0 for 8. And he'll attempt to bunt his way on. 5 out of 10 bunting ability. Here's the pitch. Here's the drag bunt. And he fouls it off. The count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes for Cheney. Choking up a bit on that bat. Porter wiggles the fingers, sets the target, the windup, and the pitch from Gura. Full count. And Cheney sends one left center field. That's going to hang up there. And on the run, making the catch is Braun. 1 out. And the catcher, Biff Pocaruba, strips to the plate. Switch hitter. batting righty off the left-handed throwing Gura. In 1978, blame it on the Biff Pocoroba, batted .224, 6 homers, 34 runners knocked in. In the tournament, 3 for 13, no homers, no ribbies, .231 batting average. Below average for contact, power, and eye. 4 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Here's the pitch to Pocoroba. 2-0. Pocoroba swings, sends it to right center. On the move is Collins, and he calls off Amos Otis. He makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down. So 2 outs, base is empty for the number 9 batter, Roland Office. Office 2 for 14 in the tournament, but one of them was a big home run, a grand salami, I believe it was, as he knocked in 4 runs. Batting .143. In 1978, he batted .250 with 9 homers and 40 runners knocked in. 5 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Left-handed normal hitter. Gura hoping for a 1-2-3 inning. He rocks and fires to Office. Full count, and Office works a walk. Top of the order, Jerry Royster had a bunt base hit his first time up and would score. Thus the 1-0 lead for the Braves. Office, good speed, 6 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing ability. Royster at the plate. Here's the pitch from Gura. 3-1. And Royster sends that ball right center field. Otis on the run, and he makes the catch, calling off Cowan's. Side is retired. Top of the third, 1-0 Braves. Our first of our final 4 matchup. The winner will move on to the championship game. Due up for the Royals, Freddie Patek in the top of the order, George Brett and Hal McRae to face Phil Niekro. Freddie Patek in the tournament, batting .400 with no homers, no ribbies. Excellent bunter. In 1978, the Little General, .248, 2 home runs, and 46 runners knocked in. 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Corners will move in to protect against the bunt base hit. So Horner in at third, Murphy in at first. Niekro looks in, nods his head. The knuckleball flies fourth, 1-1 count. Patek swings, grounds it to Royster at second, who throws to Murphy. 1 down. A very boisterous crowd here in Atlanta at Fulton County. Top of the order, George Brett. He is 0 for 1, left-handed spray hitter. Brett will use all the field. Pocoroba goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to Brett. 1-1 count. And Brett pops the knuckleball up. Shortstop on the outfield grass is Cheney. He makes the catch. 2 down. Niekro has befuddled the Royals hitters so far. 2 outs, base is empty for Hal McRae, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 1. He's a pull hitter. On the knuckler, we will move. We're going to shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. McRae awaits the Niekro offering. Here's the pitch. 0-2. Punches the ball. Right field line shallow. Coming on, reaching out and making the catch. Retiring the side is Gary Matthews. 1-2-3 go the Royals. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Atlanta. And the man who made the catch will lead off the inning, Gary Matthews. It'll be Matthews, Burrows, and Horner. He is 1 for 1. He was thrown out at the plate by Amos Otis. Larry Gura back up on the bump. Toes the rubber, peers in at Porter. Here's the pitch to Matthews. Full count. Matthews sends the ball right field and deep. Going back is Collins at the track. Reaching up. Makes the catch. 2 down. 1 down, excuse me. 1 out, no one on for Jeff Burrows, the left fielder. He knocked in the only run of the game on a single. Gura shakes off Porter. Now he's ready. The windup and the pitch to Burrows. 0-1. Burrows swings up the middle and through past the shortstop, Freddie Patek. Jeff Burrows is 2 for 2 now. He's at first base. He is very slow, as we like to say. Wouldn't win a race with a dead tortoise. Ron Jeckett from Retro Sports Network has joined us. Check out that great channel, Retro Sports Network. Also, check out Beatles Eternally, another wonderful channel there. And all of our good friends in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Phantomatic, Glenn Perot, Bubba Husky, thank you all. Did we miss anybody? No, we did not. All right, 1 out, 1 on, and here's Bob Horner at the plate. He is 0 for 1. Podtech and White hoping to turn 2 up the middle, though the infield outfield is straightaway and normal. Gura paying no attention to the slow-footed Jeff Burrows at first. Hurdle playing behind him. Here's the pitch to Horner. He swings at the first pitch, grounds it neatly to short, and that's going to be 6-4 to 3 double play. Inning is over as it goes Podtech, White to Hurdle. He got that double play ball. Top of the fourth, still 1-0 for the Braves. As Ron says, doing well, tired from a good family day. Excellent. Nothing better than that, my friend. Enjoy your family. Good to hear, Ron. Due up for the Royals, Otis, Porter, and Collins to face Phil Niekro. Amos Otis is 1 for 1. He has the only hit off Niekro. The windup and the pitch. Otis grounds the first pitch to Royster. At second, he's thrown out. 1 down. Niekro gets the ball back. He's rubbing up that baseball. And here comes Gerald Porter, left-handed batting catcher, pull hitter, 0 for 1. Pocoroba directs the infield to move to the right. Hard shift right. The outfield will also shift to the right. Pocoroba back behind the plate, squats down. Wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch from Niekro to Porter. 1-2. And that ball's ripped into right field as he really jumped on that knuckleball. So a 1-out single, 1 out, 1 on. Porter very slow at first. Murphy holding him on. Here comes Al Collins. Collins walked his first time up. Atlanta moves to double play depth up the middle with Cheney and Royster pinching the middle, a little closer to the bag. Niekro looks to first, now picks up the sign from Pocoroba. Flutter ball flies fourth. Collins swings at the first pitch, fly ball left center field on the run is Office, and he's there. He makes the catch, quickly fires it back in, the cutoff man, and retreating to first is Porter. 2 outs. Here in the top of the fourth, Porter will be off on contact. He'll need those extra steps. He's a slow-footed catcher. Here comes Clint Hurdle. First baseman's 0 for 1. Left-handed pull hitter. Again, the infield, directed by Pocoroba, shifts to the right. Hard shift to the right. Outfield, straightaway and normal. Niekro nods his head. Here's the pitch to Hurdle. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The knuckleball's dancing tonight, folks. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Atlanta. The winner goes to the finals. There are only 4 teams left. Joining us in the chat, MP Fox. Hope all is well. JD, another wonderful channel. Check him out. He has 2 games he's playing, Red Dead Redemption and the one with the dwarves. Both fun games. JD does a wonderful job. And Bobby Santolano, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Check out MP Fox. He does a lot of nice stuff with his son regarding baseball cards. Alrighty. Due up for the Braves, Gilbreth, Murphy, and Cheney. Gilbreth, the designated hitter, is 0 for 1. Right-handed batter. Gura, he's ready to work. He deals to Gilbreth. 1-1 count. Gilbreth punches it back towards Gura, who throws to first. 1 down. And here comes the youngster, Dale Murphy. He is 1 for 1. He thought he had an RBI single to center, but Amos Otis threw out Gary Matthews at the plate to end the bottom of the first. The Braves would only get 1 run in a controversial play, though Porter did block the plate and possibly could have had the tag in, but they called him out. Murph awaits the Gura offering, pitch homeward bound, 1-2 count to Murphy. Murphy sends that ball sinking to left field, and making the running catch is Braun. Good jump by Braun. 2 outs, bases empty for the weak-hitting shortstop Darrell Cheney. And he'll attempt the drag bunt here. 5 out of 10 bunter. Here's the pitch. He squares, and he misses again. No balls, 1 strike. Brett moves in at third. Cheney chokes up on the bat a little bit. He'll attempt a bunt base hit again, and he fouls it off this time. So 2 outs, bases empty, 0-2 count. Cheney will have to swing away. Gurra kicks and fires, and Cheney grounds it to first, and Hurdle races to the bag, steps on it. The side is retired. Top of the 5th. Midnight has not toned for Cinderella yet. The Braves up 1-0, and Phil Niekro is on the mound, the knuckler. Niekro so far, 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. He will face the bottom third of the Royals order: White, Braun, and Patek. Frank White is 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Braves infield shifts left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to White. 1-1 count. Hard hit ball past the dive of the shortstop Cheney into left. So that's the 3rd hit off Niekro, and Frank White, a very dangerous base runner. 9 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Murphy to hold him on. And stepping to the plate is Steve Braun. He is 0 for 1. Not a good bunter at all. He's actually a better bunter when it comes to bunting for a hit. He's below average, 4 out of 10. In sacrifice bunt, he's got awful, 2 out of 10. Niekro throws over! Oh, he had White leaning. He had White leaning. Braun steps back in the left-hander's batter's box. Normal hitter. There's the pitch out. White doesn't go. Braun has an advantage, 1-0 count. Niekro again peeks towards first. Now he sends the knuckleball flying fourth. And that's a ground ball to second. Royce to Cheney, but a hard slide by White breaks up the double play. They get the lead runner, though. 1 out. And now Braun takes over at first base. Tribes fans joined us in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Check out that channel. He has a new project coming up after the first of the year. All things Stratomatic Baseball on Tribes Fan Station. Here comes the little General Freddie Patek. He's 0 for 1 today. Braun is at first. Braves move to double play depth up the middle with Cheney and Royster. Outfield straightaway and normal. The knuckleball to Patek. 1-0. There goes the runner. The throw down will not be in time. As Braun not known. Did they get him? No, he's safe. As a slide, a good slide there. He got around the tag. Braun, and not a speedy runner, but there you can see he's 7 out of 10 stealing ability. So he might not be fast, but he reads the pitcher well on the 7 out of 10. So if you're playing Stratomatic, in other words, if he gets his lead, he has a good shot at stealing a base. So tying run in scoring position with 1 out. Infield goes back to normal. No more chance of a standard double play. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch to Patek, 2-2 count. And that ball is lifted to shallow center, coming in his office. And he makes the catch. 2 down, quickly fires it back in as Braun bluffed. So 2 outs, tying run at second. Braun will be off on contact. That's a couple extra steps for him. And here comes George Brett. Top of the order. He's 0 for 2. Brett could tie the ball game up. Left-handed batter, spray hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Niekro takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Brett. 1-0. Brett swings, grounds it meekly to Cheney at short. Long throw, scooped out of the dirt by Murphy, and they got him. Side is retired. The tying run is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Braves. 2 up for Atlanta. Pocaroba, Office in the top of the order. Royster to face Larry Gurra. Gurra's gone 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, no Ks. Pocaroba is 0 for 1. Gura kicks and fires. 3-1. Pocoroba punches it. Left field, carrying a bit towards the... Oh, dropped! Dropped! Oh, my Lord. Braun took his eye off the ball for some reason as it just kept carrying towards the warning track, and he dropped the ball. That will be an E7, and Pocoroba's at first. Let's watch that over. The ball just kept carrying towards the warning track. There's that fly ball, just kept carrying. Braun kept running, kept going towards the warning track in the corner and off his glove. So Pocoroba's on at first. The Braves fans are loving it. And here comes Roland Office. And he is not a stellar bunter either. I'd like to move the runner over here. But he does have 5 out of 10 contact. Gura throws strikes. He kind of throws strikes. 81 strikeouts, 60 walks. On deck is Royster. We're going to play hit and run with the slow-footed catcher. There goes Pocoroba. And that ball is punched to right center on the run, making the catch. And firing towards first, but not in time as Collins. So Office flies out to shallow right center. Quickly getting back to first is Pocoroba. As Bobby Cantillano says, that's how I catch the ball. Regarding, I think you would have done a better job, Bobby. So 1 out, 1 on. Top of the order, Jerry Royster is 1 for 2. Hurdle holding Pocoroba at first. Here's the pitch to Royster from Gura. 1-1 count, and Royster rips a shot down to third. And that's going to be a 5-2. Did he? No! He beats out the double play ball on the relay throw from White. So they get the force out, Brett to White. They get the lead runner at second. 2 outs, and the speedy Jerry Royster is at first, breaking up the double play. Can Gary Sarge Matthews make him pay now? He's 1 for 2. Royster, excellent speed at first and running ability. Hurdle holding him on. Here's the pitch to Matthews. 2-2 count. Matthews punches it. Shallow left center. That drops in. And Royster will hold at second. So the Sarge is 2 for 3. Second and third. 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact for Jeff Burrows. He's 2 for 2 with the only runner knocked in back in the bottom of the first. Excellent speed at second. Good speed at first. Here's the pitch to Burrows. 2-2 count. And it gets away from Porter. That pitch was inside and wild. And now it's second and third. Burrows has 2 ducks out on that pond to knock in. Full count. On deck, Bob Horner. Gura takes a deep breath. Picks up the sign from Porter. He kicks and deals to Burrows. Burrows grounds it back to Gura, who throws to first. Side is retired. Threat averted. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0 Atlanta. The winner will advance to our 1978 finals. As the 4 teams left, 2 of them playing here, the Royals and the Braves, and the Cardinals and the Dodgers in our second semifinal. Due up for the Royals, McRae, Otis, and Porter to face Phil Niekro. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Al McRae is 0 for 2. Right-handed pull hitter. Infield will shift left for the Braves. Outfield will play straight away and normal. Here's the knuckleball to McRae. Full count. And he punches it the other way, coming in and making the catch on the sinking line drive is the right fielder, Gary Sarge Matthews. Got a good jump as the pull hitter tried to go the other way. So 1 out, no one on for Amos Otis. The center fielder is 1 for 2. He's also thrown out. Matthews at the plate. The flutter ball flies fourth to Amos Otis. Full count. And he strikes him out! Looking! Oh, the flutter ball is dancing. Great job by Pocoroba to frame it, though. And that's strikeout number 5 for the knuckler, Phil Niekro. 2 outs, no one on. Here in the top of the 6th, Darryl Porter. The catcher's 1 for 2. In 78, he had 18 home runs. If that flutter ball doesn't dance, he could tie the ball game up with 1 swing of the bat. Infield and outfield will shift to the right, as Pokeroba from behind the plate directs them. In the infield, hard shift to the right. Outfield will also shift to the right. Necro's ready to work. He deals to Porter. 2-2 count. Porter goes the other way. Backhanded by Horner. He throws the first side. Retired. As Porter tried to beat the shift, he does not. Nice backhanded play by Bob Horner. We go to the bottom of the sixth. 1-0. The Braves cling to Cinderella. And due up Horner, the man who just made that nice play at third. Then Gilbreth and Murphy to face Larry Gurra. Gurra, 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, no Ks. Porter wiggles the fingers. Gurra's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Horner. 1-0. Horner swings. Fly ball out to Brown. He moves towards the line, and this one he holds on to. He makes the catch. And he says that one's for Bobby Cantillano. 1 down. And now bring up the designated hitter, Rod Gilbreth. He is 0 for 2. 3 for 15 in the tournament. No ribbies, no homers. Here's the pitch to Gilbreth. 1-2 count. And Gilbreth grounds hard to short. And Patek throws to first. And that's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty for the youngster, Dale Murphy, the first baseman. He's 1 for 2. Denied an RBI when Amos Otis threw out Matthews at the plate to end the bottom of the first. Murphy awaits the Gurra offering. Pitch homeward bound. 1-2 to Murphy. Ground ball to third. Up with it is Brett. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 7th. Still 1-0 Braves. Phil Necro back up on the bump. MP Fox is now, didn't Rob Manfred outlaw the shift on YouTube? That's kind of funny. You know, regardless of any sport, when someone does something different and it works, and the other teams don't like to do it, or people want, the other teams whine. Oh, they shouldn't be allowed to shift, or oh, the Patriots, they run a hurry-up offense. Oh, you can't do that. You know, just play the game, people. If they shift in baseball, right? Learn how to bunt the ball and bunt it the other way. You do that 5 or 6 times, they'll stop shifting. I don't care what they say. They go, oh, we'd rather keep the guy from hitting out of the ballpark. That's BS. If you bunt the ball the other way, they'll stop shifting. Believe me. They'll stop shifting. I think it was, I just saw something on Twitter. I think it was Robinson Cano from way back when he was playing with the Yankees, and they used to shift on the Red Sox, and he bunted the ball down the third base line. He just punched at it. That's all you have to do. You do that a few times, you're not going to shift as much. All right, due up for the Royals, Collins, Hurdle, and White. That's pretty funny, MP Fox. Yeah, it's part of the game. I mean, this isn't like when we were kids playing baseball and we didn't have enough people, and we're like, well, if you're a right-handed batter, you can't hit it to right field. You have to hit it to center or left. You know, you know what? If they want to put 9 guys in the infield, beat them. Hit the ball to the outfield. So. Collins is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Here's the pitch from Necro to Collins. 1-0. Collins swings. Shallow fly ball. Left center field. Office on the run. Makes the catch. 1 away. That's all you have. I mean, Ted Williams was the same way. They said, why don't you bunt the ball the other way? He goes, nope, I'm going to beat the shift. But that's Ted Williams. He should have bunted. Imagine his average if he actually did. And he was the best hitter ever. But some people are stubborn. I love you, Ted, but you're stubborn. Clint Hurdle steps to the plate. First baseman's 0 for 2, left-handed pull hitter. And in the name of shifting, we're going to go hard shift right in the infield. Outfield plays straight away and normal. Knuckleball flies fourth to Hurdle. 3-1 count, and Hurdle works a walk. So the tying runs at first. Hurdle, not much speed, 2 out of 10. And stealing ability, 5 out of 10. As Dave Little says, quit complaining and learn to hit the ball the other way. I agree. If you're gonna, I agree. I can't stand, regardless of the sport. Like when in hockey, when New Jersey, and I'm not a big hockey fan, but when New Jersey was playing that style of defense when they won their Stanley Cups in, what was it, in the 90s, everyone complained. Oh, they're clogging up the middle, you know, the center ice with that trap or whatever they're playing in hockey. We'll do something different, you know? That's when they allowed the the blue line to blue line pass. I think they changed the rules, if I'm remembering correctly. Because but they weren't cheating. They were playing to the rules, the New Jersey Devils, which is smart. All right, 1 out, 1 on. Hurdle, slow-footed catcher at first. Murphy holding him on. Here comes Frank White. The second baseman's 1 for 2. Right-handed pull hitter. We will now shift left in the infield. And the outfield straight away in normal. With a knuckleball pitcher, it's dangerous to do the shift, though, because, you know, they're going to really be waiting back on the ball. So Royster's basically playing behind the second base bag. Here's the knuckler to White. 2-2 count. And he goes the other way. A blue pop-up. And Royster coming all the way from behind the second base bag. Makes the basket catch in shallow right. What a play by Jerry Royster. 2 down. And the fans applaud that effort, as Dave Little says, the neutral zone trap. Exactly. And they changed the rules so they couldn't do it anymore. Or made it harder with the, I think they have the 2-line pass thing now. Because before you had to go blue line, red line to blue line. Again, I'm not a hockey expert. I'm just trying to remember back. So at first with 2 outs is Hurdle. Murphy still holding him on. He'll be off on contact. Here comes Steve Brown. He made an error that did not cost the Royals in left. Braun is 0 for 2, left-handed batter. Necro looks to first, now picks up the sign from Pocoroba. The knuckleball flies fourth, 2-0. There's a swing, ground ball to Horner at third. He goes the short way to Royster, who steps on the second base bag. Side is retired. We go to the 7th inning stretch, 1-0 Braves. As they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Take Me Out to the Crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if they ever come back, for it's root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Max Cornelius has joined us in the chat. How you doing, my friend Max? NP Fox has missed the 2-line pass penalty. Right, so they did change the rules there. Again, teams adapt to play the way they can win. That's the way I look at it. I'll go back to Deflategate, which was a bunch of BS, because the Colts balls were also underinflated. They'd stopped once they figured out the Colts ball. The Colts threw a whole season, people, to get the #1 draft pick. They fixed every game. They put together the worst team they could to get Andrew Luck. Think about that. Think about that. So, and you know what? Part of the rules. So it's perfectly fine. It's BS, but it's perfectly fine. They do the same thing in the NBA. Let's put together the worst team because we're not going to win, so we can try to get the #1 draft pick. What they should do with draft picks in football and basketball, I've said it over and over again, the team that just misses the playoffs should get the #1 draft pick, so everyone's playing for something. If you finish last, you do not get the #1 draft pick. There should be no lottery, none of that nonsense. It works on the order from teams that miss the playoffs. You just miss the playoffs, you get the #1 draft pick. Reward the teams who continue to play. Alrighty. Due up for the Braves, bottom third, Cheney, Pocoroba, and Office. 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Gura back up on the mound. He's gone 6 innings. He's only given up 1 earned run. That came way back in the bottom of the 1st. Could have been 2, but Amos Otis threw out Gary Matthews at the plate. Cheney is 0 for 2. We're not going to try to bunt anymore. Here's the pitch from Gura to Cheney. 2-0. Cheney swings, grounds it. Backhanded by Patek at short. Good strong throw. Gets his counterpart at first. 1 down. Nice play by Freddie Patek at short. Here comes Biff Pocoroba. The catcher's 0 for 2. He reached on the error by Braun, though. Here's the pitch to Pocoroba. 1-0. Biff swings. And what a diving stop by the first baseman. Hurdle throwing from his knees, but not in time. The slow-footed catcher, Biff Pocoroba, beats it out with an infield hit. As MP Fox says, but they wanted to open it up so the New Jersey Devils would stop cheating. Just kidding on the cheating thing. I know you're kidding. I'm just saying, when teams do something within the rules... yeah, you're right. That's why they did it, because New Jersey just would lock down people at center ice. When I used to watch hockey, and they were on, like, when ESPN had hockey, I used to just laugh when the New Jersey was on. You weren't getting... It was tough to play against them. The Bruins never handled them. So Pocoroba is at first, one out. Excellent double play candidate. But here comes Roland Office. The center fielder is 0 for 1. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Pocoroba. Base hit to right. Pocoroba hits second on the third. So the hit and run works, and the slow-footed catcher is standing 90 feet away from a huge insurance run. One out. Pocoroba's at third. Office is at first. Office with good speed. Pocoroba slow. And let's take a look at our bench. Joe Nolan's a backup catcher. He's not bad. And now I think we're going to put in a... Who's the... Chico Ruiz. Excuse me. That's a coffee belch. Well, he's not much faster than Biff Pocoroba. Pat Rocket. Well, he doesn't run like a rocket, but he's a good base runner. And that might be something to do. Bob Beal. Bob Beal. 6 speed. Bob Beal will come in to pinch run for Biff Pocoroba at third. And Nolan will be the catcher. So Bob Beal, 6 out of 10 speed and 7 out of 10 stealing ability. He comes in to pinch run for Pocoroba. Office is at first. 1 out. Corners are playing in. The outfield shallow for Jerry Royster. Royster's 1 for 3. He needs to put this ball in the outfield. Or a base hit would be better. Hit and run. There goes the runner at first. He put the ball in play. And Brett throws him out from third. He hit it right at Brett playing in. No chance for Beal to advance, but second and third, 2 outs. We were hoping he hit the ball to the right side to White. We would have scored a run. And here comes Gary Matthews. He has a duck on second and a duck on third. 2 outs, 2 on. 1-0 Braves. Bottom of the 7th. Looking to add some insurance here off Gura. Matthews is 2 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. Porter goes through the sign. Sets the target. Gura nods his head. He kicks and fires. 1-2. Matthews swing and a miss. Strike 3. Oh, Gura pumps his fist. And off the mound he goes towards the dugout. We go to the top of the 8th. 1-0 Braves. And coming in to catch will be Joe Nolan. So Joe Nolan will come in to catch as Pocoroba was run for. Royster. Do we want to bring in Hubbard for defense? And Glenn Hubbard will come in to play defense at second. Royster's out of the game with the 1-0 lead. Negro's up to 102 pitches. He's gone 7 innings, no runs, 5 Ks. So behind the plate is Joe Nolan, 6 out of 10 arm, 6 out of 10 defense. And Glenn Hubbard takes over 7 out of 10 defense at short, replacing Royster, who's 4 out of 10. At second, excuse me. Negro, 102 pitches, but looking good. Looking good, Phil. As Tribes fan says, he doesn't miss the trap in hockey. Center ice trap. All right, due up for the Royals, trailing by 1. Patek in the top of the order, Brett and McRae. Patek is 0 for 2 off Phil Niekro. Here's the pitch from Niekro to Patek. 1-2 count. And he strikes him out looking. Oh, wow, the knuckler's dancing. They throw the ball around. And that's strikeout number 6. He's walked 2. And here comes George Brett. Third baseman's 0 for 3, left-handed batter. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Niekro is in his zone. He kicks and deals to Brett. Brett swings at the first pitch. He grounds it to Hubbard at second. Out number 2. He pulled that outside pitch to the second baseman, Hubbard. 2 outs, no one on. The fans are feeling it. They're feeling a championship game. This is our first semifinal matchup. And Cinderella, the Braves, are just outs away from advancing to the finals. They will face the winner of the Cardinals, another Cinderella team, and the Dodgers. So 2 outs, no one on for Hal McRae. The designated hitter's 0 for 3. The infield will shift to the left. Outfield will play straightaway and normal. The flutter ball flies forth. 1-2. Strike 3 looking, side retired. Niekro strikes out 7 as he jogs off the mound back to the dugout. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Braves are now 3 outs away from going to the championship game on our one-and-done 1978 tournament using Out of the Park Baseball 19. And what an improbable journey it has been, a road to redemption for these Braves. And now the closer, the Mad Hungarian, is on the mound for the Royals, Al Raboski. And in 1978, the Mad Hungarian, 8 wins, 7 losses, 20 saves, with a 2.88 earned run average, striking out 60, walking 35. Quality of pitches, excellent, 7 out of 10. Movement, excellent, 7 out of 10. Control, 5 out of 10. He will face Burroughs, Horner, and Gilbreth. Jeff Burroughs is 2 for 3 with the only run knocked back in, way back in the bottom of the first. Raboski deals to Burroughs. Burroughs swings at the first pitch, sends that ball deep to right field, and making the running catch is Collins. Good jump by Al Collins, 1 down. That Royals dugout breathes a sigh of relief. That would have been extra bases. And here comes Bob Horner, the third baseman's 0 for 3. 1 for 17 in this series. That's a .059 batting average. He'd love to jack one off the Mad, a home run out off the Mad Hungarian. Right-handed pull hitter, looking to tee it high and let it fly. Raboski kicks and fires. Horner swings at the outside pitch, pulls it the other way to left. Going back is Braun at the track, and he makes the catch two-handed, holding onto that ball to dear life. He has fumbled one out there for an error. So 2 outs, no one on, and here comes Rod Gilbreth, designated hitter. He is 0 for 3. He'll face the lefty Raboski. Here's the pitch. Gilbreth sends that ball to left. On the run towards the line is Braun. He makes the catch. And the Braves 3 outs away with their ace on the mound, the 19-game winner, Phil Niekro. And he will face Otis, Porter, and Collins. Niekro, 8 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks. The man of the hour, Phil Niekro. The Braves, let's get someone up in our pen, just in case. Gene Garber, the closer, gets up. And he is a righty. McWilliams, who we've used out of the pen, he's tired. We're not going to... You know, their pitching really wasn't that bad in 78. They just couldn't hit. Well, it'll be Niekro or Garber. We don't put any faith in our other lefty. And McWilliams is tired. We don't want to bring him in. So Niekro has thrown 111 pitches, still looks very strong. And here's Amos Otis, 1 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. Infield will play guard the lines. Outfield plays straightaway and normal. Here's the knuckler to Amos Otis. 0-1. Otis swings, punches it to Hubbard at second, who throws to Murphy. 1 down. The Braves 2 outs away from advancing. 2 outs away from advancing. The fans are loving it here at Fulton County. And here comes Gerald Porter. Left-handed batting, pull-hitting catcher. 1 for 3. Hard shift right in the infield as Nolan now directs them from behind the plate. And a shift right in the outfield. Necro rubbing up the baseball. Take care, Bobby. Thank you for stopping by. Back up on the mound. Looks in, picks up the sign. The windup and the pitch to Porter. Porter swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to Murphy. He races the first base bag and he steps on it. 2 down. 2 down. The Braves 1 out away from an improbable journey. The Braves, one of the worst teams in the National League and Major League Baseball in 1978, are 1 out away behind their 19-game winner, Phil Necro. He was 19 and 18. And it's up to Al Collins to extend the game. Collins is 0 for 2. Right-handed normal hitter. Infield will guard the lines. Outfield straightaway and normal. Necro takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the flutter ball. Collins swings. Ground ball. Cheney throws to first. And he not in time. Collins beats it out on the infield hit. Oh my Lord. Cheney having trouble getting the ball out of his glove. And now anxious moments here for Braves fan. 1 swing of the bat by Clint Hurdle, who's not known for power, but in 1978 he did have 7 home runs. It's unlikely, but it can be done. So here's Hurdle, left-handed pull hitter. He's 0 for 2, 2 for 8 in the tournament. No home runs, no ribbies. Collins, very good base run at first. Murphy holding him on. Braves infield will shift hard right. The outfield, do we want to play deep, no doubles? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give up a hit. Garber continues to warm. Here's the mound visit. And Necro just smiles at the pitching coach and Joe Nolan. I got plenty left. I got plenty left, he says. So Necro looking to end it here with Clint Hurdle. Collins at first, Murphy holding him on. Necro pays no attention to him. Here's the pitch to Clint Hurdle. 2-1. Hurdle grounds it to Horner at third. He throws to second. Ball game over. Phil Necro goes the distance. The Braves, in one of the most improbable journeys to the road to redemption, will go to the championship game in our 1978 one-and-done tournament. Phil Necro, player of the game. He went 9 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks. The clock has not struck 12 on this Cinderella. The Braves advance to the finals. And before we move any further, let's go to the chat and say thank you to Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network. Check out that great channel. Dave Little, Bobby Cantilano, Tribes Fan, another good channel. MP Fox does a lot of wonderful things, baseball card related with his son. I always enjoy watching those. He has 2 new videos up. I gotta check those out. Max Cornelius, Tribes Fan, has a project coming up soon. Beatles Eternally just started streaming. Lots of baseball by Beatles and science and music and all kinds of good stuff from our good friend Beatles Eternally. Again, thank you, Bobby Cantilano, Bubba Husky, JD, thank you very much. Check him out, streaming Red Dead Redemption, amongst other games. And he's also an author. Glenn Perot and Phantomatic. Thank you very much to everyone. We had a nice crowd in here. Greatly appreciate it. As Beetle says, can't stand the Braves, but great game. Well, just think of it as I'm man. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'll be managing St. Louis, and if St. Louis, if we're able to upset the Dodgers, I set both lineups in a strategy, so it's not like I put the best lineups. As you know, I'm a Red Sox fan, and I put the best lineup in for the Cardinals, and obviously they beat the Red Sox because they're in the semis. And the walk-off homers still haunt. The 78 team still haunts me as much as I love them. They still haunt me. Anyway, so if it comes down to the Braves and Cardinals, I will set the lineups. I will do all the substitutions, but I'm going to let the AI play out the game. In other words, when I see a substitution necessary, I will do that because they're like my children, the Cardinals and the Braves, because I've managed them for so long. I almost managed the Cardinals against the Red Sox. I thought of it, and again, I put in a tremendous lineup and a strategy. The one thing they don't pitch hit logically sometimes, and you can set that up. And I'm not going to do it now, but I thought about it after. I'm like, why wouldn't they pinch hit in the Cardinal and the Red Sox game when they didn't? I forgot who it was, but they didn't pinch hit for someone they should have. I mean, that's the one thing I kind of didn't, because usually they will send up a pinch hitter. Anyhow, Braves advance in a thrilling game. Phil Niekro, player of the game. Where's player of the game? Well, he's player of the game. Yep, Phil Niekro, player of the game. 9 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks. He has pitched the Braves into the finals. Larry Gurr, the tough luck loser, is now 1-1. He went 7 innings, 8 hits, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk, 1 K. The Mad Hungarian pitched a perfect top of the 9th. They only got 4 hits off the knuckleballer, Phil Niekro. We'll just give you the hits. Amos Otis, 1 for 4. Daryl Porter, 1 for 4. Al Collins, 1 for 3. And Frank White, 1 for 3. Everyone else was an over. So the Royals had 31 at-bats, no runs, 4 hits, no ribbies, 2 walks, and they struck out 7 times. The Royals left 5 runners on base. For the Braves, they had 8 hits and only 1 run. They almost had a second, but Amos Otis threw out Gary Sarge Matthews at the plate to end the bottom of the first when Porter blocked the plate. Matthews thought he got his hand in, but the man in blue put his right arm up and said, "You are out." Jerry Royster was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Hubbard came in to play defense, did not bat. Gary Sarge Matthews was 2 for 4. Burrows was 2 for 4 with the only RBI. Bob Horner continues to struggle. He's 0 for 4. We might have to move him in the lineup, but those are really your best hitters. You're going to bunch them all up. Gilbreth, the DH, was 0 for 4. Murphy was 1 for 3. Cheney was 0 for 3. Biff Pocorobo was 1 for 3. Beal, the pinch runner for Pocorobo, didn't score and came out of the game for Joe Nolan, who caught. Did not get that bat. Roland Office was 1 for 2 with a walk. Striking out, the only person to strike out was Gary Matthews. So in a victory and advancing to the finals, the Braves had 31 at-bats, 1 run, and it was enough. Phil Niekro made it stand up. 8 hits, 1 ribby, 1 walk, 1 K. So, the Braves will face the winner of the St. Louis Cardinals and Los Angeles Dodgers in the championship. Hope everyone enjoyed. And let's go to the chat for some final words. As everyone's saying thank you to me. Well, no, thank you to you guys. And we're going to be starting next week. I'm going to try to do a chat with Al for about 45 minutes every day before the holidays to see what's up with everyone, what's going on with your channels, to promote Ron Juckett's channel and other channels. And we will determine, like, I know Ron's got football games, so we'll probably, if I'm able to, we're going to go on after those football games when he has prime time. So, MP Fox says, thanks for the game, Al. Love having you on while I'm cleaning. I do the same thing, like when I'm cooking or cleaning, I put on stuff and listen to it. It is just like summer and listening to my Rays. You rock, my friend. No, you rock, MP Fox and little MP Fox. Check out that channel. So, and Ron says thank you. So that's what we're going to be doing coming up. We're also and try to get some guests on, friends of the channel, the usual suspects, as we say, to talk about their channels and stuff and what's going on. So, anyhow, thank you once again. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt or the knuckler in the case of Phil Necro. The Braves, the clock has not struck 12 on the Cinderella Braves. The road to redemption continues, and they'll go through the finals. They will either face the other Cinderella team, the St. Louis Cardinals, who I'll be managing against the Dodgers, and that's going to be coming up maybe tonight or tomorrow. I don't know yet. So we might play a little Strange Brigade. I got to get past that part with the, electric balls, as we say. So thank you very much. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And you know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. Peace!